Ladies and gentlemen, Israel is at war, the most justified war ever. The ISIS fighters of Hamas invaded Israel, killed, slaughtered cold-bloodedly around 1,000 people. 1,000 people, injured some 3,000 of them, kidnapped over 100 of them to Gaza. Some of them, girls especially, were tortured. Ladies and gentlemen, we, Israel, enabled Hamas, unfortunately, but this is what happened. We enabled them to have a state in Gaza. We enabled the people from Gaza to come to Israel to work in order to bring some money. Israel gave Gaza, under Hamas, food, water, fuel, electricity, communications, and even a gas field in the sea, which they could dig and take out the gas and turn Gaza into an emirate or a state richer than Singapore or Dubai. What did they do with the money? They made weapons, missiles, and with Iran, they planned this terror attack on Israel. Yes, Israel was very surprised, tremendously surprised, and this is a big blow for the Israeli intelligence and the operations, which couldn't stop this operation, which started on Chag Shmini Atzeret, the last Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing justifies such an assault and such a killing. Just to compare, the United States devastated Afghanistan because of 3,000 people who were murdered in September 11, 2001. This 1,000 Israelis, compared to the size of the populations, is like 30,000 in the United States of America. 30,000, imagine that not 3,000, 30,000 people would have been, God forbid, murdered in September 11. What would the United States of America do? This is exactly what happened here. The same magnitude as this comparison. So Israel now has the choice between negotiating with Hamas in order to release the hostages on both sides, because we captured many of the Hamas terrorists, the ISIS-Hamas terrorists, and return to the situation from a week ago, which will enable Hamas to do the same thing in a year or less. Or should we stop this thing and find a solution which will eradicate this ISIS-like state of Hamas, just like what happened with Daesh, with ISIS in Syria and Iraq? The problem is the same, the ideology is the same, the modus operandi is the same between Daesh and Hamas, and the targets are the normal people, the same as those. Ladies and gentlemen, if Israel starts a war in order to uproot this organization and to kick away to the graves its activists, this is the most justified war ever happened in the world. Let's see what the Israeli government decides to do with this ISIS organization named Hamas. Thank you for your support.